Hi, so you've had a good go at guessing what my job is. What I do for a living is I am a quality and food safety specialist with a chocolate manufacturer. So in university I studied food science, majoring in food microbiology, and my day-to-day job involves making a product that's safe for everyone to enjoy, bearing in mind that our target audience is, from a very young child to a very old person. We've got to be really careful with our product. The aim really is to make sure that everyone enjoys the product and no one gets sick. So it is in probably 3 stages that I do my job. Firstly, it's with the ingredients. So we make sure we get high quality, good ingredients that meet our quality standards. And then when we're making the product, we've got to make sure that we've got all the equipment in good shape and everyone's got good food hygiene and handling practices. And at the 3rd stage, we've got to make sure that when we wrap the product, it's wrapped in the right correct label. The label has all the right allergens, making sure that no one gets sick. In my day-to-day, I definitely use lots of physics, lots of chemistry, and definitely lots of my microbiology that I studied in university, and sometimes even what I learned in school. The coolest part of my job, I think, well, there's 2 things. I think one of it is the day-to-day chocolate tasting. So it's a part of the quality checks. We taste the chocolate, we weigh the chocolate, we look, how is it looking? Is it the right color? Has it got the right amount of ingredients in it? And then I get to travel. I get to travel to various parts of New Zealand from where we buy raw material, and also to different parts of the world. My job's taken me to Fiji, it's taken me to Thailand, it's taken me to Australia a few times, and I'm looking forward to a few travel trips this year as well. So overall, highly recommend this job. It's super cool, and I highly recommend science as well.
I'm a dietitian. I get to teach people what foods are good for their bodies and what food is not so good. Everybody eats, so I love that my job is relatable to almost everybody. I work with adults and children. I also work with healthy and not so healthy people. It's really great for everybody to have some knowledge about how they can incorporate good food into their own diets. So growing up, and part of my family and looking at my wider community, I saw a lot of people who had illness or disease related to nutrition, and I wanted to help that in some way. And so when I was deciding my career pathway, I saw that nutrition and dietetics could help improve some of those health outcomes or help improve the lives of some of those people with those diseases. Nutrition is a big part of health, and so I find that my knowledge and my degree have really helped me to give back to my community, to help improve the health of those around me and to help empower them and give them the knowledge of what they can do for their own bodies. It's incredible to see people take on this knowledge. Often, especially in our Pacific and our Māori communities, that knowledge doesn't just sit within that one person. They share it with their families, and it ends up being healthier, happier communities. And it's just so worthwhile to see that I could help contribute to that. In my job, I use a whole range of tools just to help convey these nutrition messages to people. One of these tools is our healthy plate model. It's just a really visual, nice example for people to learn what a typical plate could look like if they were trying to achieve a healthier, more nutritious diet. At high school, I loved sports, I loved PE, I loved health and being active, and so at school I took a lot of these topics. I took health, PE, I also took biology. These were super helpful once I went to university. I chose to study a Bachelor of Science in Nutrition, and the sciences and PE were really helpful, giving me a foundational knowledge for going into these topics at university. So that Bachelor of Science took 3 years, and once I finished that, I decided to study a Master of Dietetics, which took an additional 2 years. This Master's was a combination of research as well as clinical placements, and it gave me a really good foundation for going into working in the community and being confident with my nutrition knowledge. If you're interested in food and nutrition and helping people, I would really recommend looking into nutrition and dietetics as a career.
I've been an arborist for a long time, as you can tell. I left school when I was 16 and a half and have been in this industry for a long time. So if you're looking for a job or a career that's going to last a long time and be really satisfying, being an arborist is a really good choice. I've got a chainsaw here, and that's one of the things that we use when we're looking at managing trees for people. What we do as an arborist is we take care of and look after the health and care of the trees that are around us, whether they happen to be in parks or in your mum and dad's backyard. So that what we do is we care for the trees, and using a chainsaw like this, we climb up into the trees and do any work that needs doing for that. We may have to take the tree down or remove it because it's dead or dying, or it just needs to be removed. But we also do other stuff like planting, pruning, maintaining and caring for our trees. Today, if you're looking at getting a job as an arborist, there's a number of different ways that you can do it. There are Polytech courses that are run throughout the country. There's one in Hamilton and there's one in Otago. So that's full-time study. If you are fortunate enough, you can get a job in an arborist company so that you could do your training there and get your qualifications in the work that we do. You'll learn how to use a chainsaw safely without cutting yourself. You'll be able to learn how to climb trees safely without falling out, and be able to use a whole lot of safety equipment, because safety is a big thing in our industry. The things I love about doing this work is we care for trees. We're outside, we're working with nature, we're looking after trees and making sure that our future is looked after by keeping trees around us, making sure that we've got fresh air to breathe and oxygen to breathe as well. So we care for the trees and care for the planet. It's one of the parts of the job that we do. If you really want a job that's going to be satisfying to you, pick a job that you're interested in and it's a passion for you, so that you can have a fantastic work life.